Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a Magic Review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Today we got a new one, or at least new for me. This has been out for a while, from the 1914. Now, I love the guys down at the 1914. I love everything D. Christopher puts out. The guy's a genius. This is PaperWork, volumes 1 and 2, okay, from Scott Creasey in the 1914. You can pick the entire project up for $68. Now I'm going to use a word that I've used a lot for 1914 products, and that is masterclass. I should use two. Masterclass. This is the masterclass in billet work. Volume 1 is all about the open billet. Volume 2 is all about the closed billet. You can purchase them separately if you want to just break the cost a little bit, or maybe even after I describe what's on Volume 1 and Volume 2, maybe you may say, oh, I might lean more towards one or the other. I will say there's definitely a price reduction if you buy both together. But in a nutshell, it is almost 5 hours of just non-stop cutting edge masterclass billet work. So like I said, it's a 2-volume masterclass in billet mentalism. It's taught by renowned performer and creator Scott Creasey. The project aims to equip mentalists with everything they need to perform full, powerful routines using nothing more than business cards, pens, and rubber bands. So both volumes, the focus I think is very clear. You're going to streamline your tools, you're going to elevate your thinking, and you're going to let psychology and structure do all the heavy lifting. So if you've ever dreamed of condensing your entire mentalism act down to something that might fit in a shirt pocket, this is a serious step in that direction. So the video is produced by 1914. I think they're known for slick production values, very high quality instructional videos. PaperWork, like I said, is a 2-part video project exclusively in billet work. So Volume 1 is open billets, that means they're not folded. Volume 2 is folded billets with a focus on switches and peaks. If you don't know who Scott Creasey is, he's a respected figure in the mentalism world. He's known for his minimalist philosophy. His work prioritizes practicality, believability, and everyday objects, which I think makes his approach appealing to performers who like to strip away gimmicks and learn real-world magic. The project, like I said, is almost 5 hours. Volume 1 is the big one, right? That's about 3 hours long, just Volume 1. Volume 2 is a little shorter. I think it's like an hour and a half. And yeah, the difference in length is noticeable, but both volumes are densely packed with routines and theory. So in Volume 1, you're going to learn the DPT peak. It's a rubber band assisted peak with a strong psychological frame. Then you'll learn the minimalist peak. It's a table-free peak adapted from the sandwich peak. Then gaffed minimalist peak. It's a gaff that you can make from a business card. Then name and place routine. This is a 2-phase revelation of your spectator's personal information. Then you're going to learn a drawing duplication. There's another one called fourth dimensional telepathy. It's a routine that uses open billets with no envelopes. Then there's the bookless book test, a Q&A routine. This you could do for up to 10, maybe even 20 people. And then Volume 2 is the folded billets. So you'll learn a bunch of switches. You'll learn the workhorse switch, the unfold switch, the refold switch, the elimination switch, and the split elimination switch. Then there's several routines. You'll learn a one-on-one reading. You'll learn a name and place routine using a pocket stash. You're going to learn a variation on Acidus Novus, which is a very powerful space-efficient take on the classic peak. You'll learn a 3-billet test. This is a multiple spectator routine with cold reading elements. You'll learn a Q&A routine with folded billets. This could be a parlor-sized routine. And it also includes pocket stash, which is a technique for discreetly carrying your billets, and some in-depth thoughts on switch psychology. And there's some focusing on storytelling and making the small moments big. So the positives. What are the positives? I think there's several here. I mean, one, the whole project is geared towards streaming down, right? Getting into a very minimalist space, showing how much you can do with the least amount of props. So that's great. Second, I think there's a very strong emphasis on technique. There's lots here for peaks and switches. And again, I think if you're a serious student in mentalism, there's just so much to unpack here. And again, I think this is perfect for performers who really want to travel light and really let the performance be the show, not the objects, okay? I think what sets this project apart is its full integration of just psychological insight. It goes well beyond mere methods, and it explores all the deeper mechanics like motivation, structure, clarity, and then the routines. They're not just theoretical, they're highly commercial, they're polished, they're performance ready. I think there's also particular care given to the use of business cards, which are treated with intentionality and respect. There's especially meaningful cultural contexts. Like for instance, Japan, I didn't know that folding a business card is seen as disrespectful. I also think the pocket stash concept introduced in Volume 2 is clever, and it's practical, and it makes it very easy to carry folded billets, even in tight-fitting clothing. Negatives, like I was saying, Volume 2 is shorter than Volume 1, so it might feel a little unbalanced between the two projects, especially considering that they're both the same price. And also the trick, the bookless book test, that one, out of all the tricks, I think that one seemed a little obvious, but maybe that's only because I've seen a lot of mentalism. I don't know. I also think having some live performances would have helped. There, doesn't have any live performances, so it's hard to, visualize what all these tricks end up looking like. And then lastly, I think if you've got some other Scott Creasey titles in the past, you might notice that there's a little bit of overlap. So how much is it? I did mention that you can buy the volumes separately, right? So they're $41 individually, which means if you waited and bought them apart, they would end up being $82, but you can combine the price and buy them both together for $68. So I think in closing, I think the summary is, let's go back to the very first word we used, right? This is a master class. This is not just a tutorial, okay? This is philosophy in action. And I think the message through the entire project is consistent. Let's ditch the clutter. Let's elevate our craft. Let's see how much we can accomplish with just a stack of cards and some rubber bands and some pens, right? You can create a full, compelling act with just those tools, right? So I think this is for performers who are ready to kind of refine their act and kind of move away from all the prop-heavy stuff that's taking up all your pocket space. And let's just get to like a minimalist approach. Let's go deep on storytelling, right? And just create a great presentation and use the method to enhance all of that. So I think if you're serious about billet work, I think both volumes should be purchased together, right? Even though the second one's a little shorter, pay it no mind, right? Just pretend it's all one volume. Pretend it's all one volume for $68 and just leave it alone, right? So awesome all around. And I have had a lot of these style of billet masterclasses before, and I can say for sure that there's a lot on here that would be beneficial to even someone who has a lot of those other projects. So definitely want to pick this up. So a big, huge thanks to Scott Creasey, D. Christopher, and everybody down at the 1914 for allowing me to have this so I can do the review for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, if you've been enjoying the content here on this channel, I've got something seriously exciting for you. For just $2 a month, that's right, less than a cup of coffee, you can become an official channel member and unlock a treasure trove of exclusive content. As a member, you'll get instant access to over 700 members-only videos. That's right, hundreds of hours of deep dives, behind-the-scene moments, bonus content, and more that you won't find anywhere else. It could be an extra magic review. It could be opening a box and showing you exactly what the gimmick looks like. It could be showing you the markings on a marked deck. There are head-to-head battles where I pit two similar tricks together. I'm going to show you my EDC, share my pattern for certain tricks, and I even have magic tutorials. Plus, it gets even better because I drop 2 brand new exclusive videos every single week just for members. That means the content never stops, and neither does the value that you're getting for just $2 a month. It's a simple way to support the channel and return to get more of the content that you already love and appreciate. So go ahead, hit that join button down below, and I'll see you on the inside.